Hello everyone, and welcome to the training on summer reading for 2024 Adventure Begins at Your Library. Today I'm just going to go over a few general information points about this summer's reading program, just so that everyone will have a little bit of an understanding of what is going on so we can all communicate with each other and our patrons effectively. So our theme this summer is Adventure Begins at Your Library, and you will probably start seeing decorations around your library. Your children's librarian may ask you to assist with some of that. Registration will begin on May 1st, and the program will run from May 28th through July 13th. The children's librarians, youth service librarians, cannot do this without you, so we encourage the other library staff and are very grateful for your help in making sure that we have events and incentives for all ages at all 9 of our branches around the county. Just like in years past, registration for summer reading will be found on a link on our webpage. There is a QRC that patrons can use with their phone to take them directly to that link. And we will have paper registration forms. Paper registration forms have to be entered by hand, so just keep that in mind. Encouraging patrons to use the QRC or the link will help us eliminate a lot of paperwork for ourselves. When patrons register, they need to choose a home branch for registration. This is where they will receive the bulk of their incentives and materials. So make sure that you insist that they choose one home branch. Some locations might have additional registration requirements if they have programs that have a limit. So you need to speak with your children's or youth services librarians about that information and make sure that you have what you need to make sure that your patrons that you're working with are getting connected to the events that they want to attend. Reading logs will be offered. Reading logs are optional. The children do not have to complete a reading log to get a participation certificate or other incentives, but we do have incentives specifically for the reading logs. There are 2 choices. There's a 25-book reading log, and that's what most of your preschool and elementary kids are going to use. And then we have an advanced reading log for kids that have moved up to the big, thick chapter books, the big, Tristan Strong, Percy Jackson, sort of Hunger Games sized chapter books. So if you have a kid, they're usually ages 10 and up, but if you have a kid that's reading the big, thick books that would prefer to use that one, they can. Titles cannot be repeated on a log, and those logs need to be submitted at that home branch that they registered at in order to receive their prizes. Our main incentive that we're going to be using system-wide this year is brag tags. Brag tags have been in effect at the main branch for several years now, and they've been very successful. We use brag tags to encourage children to attend multiple events and complete reading challenges. They do not earn a brag tag for simply visiting the library. So when they come to their first event at their home library, their home branch, they'll get their chain, and they'll get that circular tag you see up there in the corner, the turquoise one that's a perfect circle. That's their little registration tag. From that moment on, whenever they turn in a reading challenge or they attend an event anywhere in the county, they'll get a bead to add to their necklace. And the youth services librarian has those items. They're ready to distribute, and if they ask for your help, they'll give you specific directions. Parents have a choice of foamy beads for young children as an alternative to hard plastic ones. Please don't give the foam beads out to teenagers. They're meant specifically for young children. And children under 3 can't have beads and chains at all, so they need to get a safe prize from the treasure box. There are rubber ducks, and some of the librarians have some different things as well, but things that are safe for infants. Your librarian might have additional incentives. They may be partnering with a business in their specific neighborhood, so they may have some coupons or things. So that's at the children's librarian's discretion. So if you have a question about what's happening specifically at your branch, that's who you need to ask. If you are scheduling any sort of event at all during the summer, whether it's for children or not, you need to communicate that with your children's librarian and make sure that it is posted a couple of weeks ahead of time on that main calendar that we keep always on the system-wide website. We will be using that calendar to create brochures, to put up signs, to create a system-wide flyer that goes out every week with the whole calendar for the week. We have our emailed newsletter. So if that information on that main calendar is not correct, it doesn't get counted. And we will be counting attendance for all programs for all ages for our report that we send to MLC at the end of the summer. So if you're involved at all in programming and events during the summer, make sure you're communicating with your children's librarian and that everything is posted on the main calendar in advance. We have another special event coming up this spring. It's coming up soon. It is the solar eclipse on April 8th. It's kind of right before summer reading, so we're scrambling a touch, but I think we're organized now. Is my understanding in 2017 that we ran out of glasses very quickly, so we are organized and ready to go this time. The glasses will be available to patrons starting on April 3rd. Please do not give anyone glasses before April 3rd. The exception of that being there is one event at Pass Christian where a few people are going to get some just because of when we were scheduling with an outside program. So glasses will be available at Orange Grove, Pass Christian, Gulfport, and Margaret Sherry. Please limit them to one per person. If someone comes in with a family of kids, ask them if they'll take two and let the kids share, because if we give one per kid, then we're going to run out really fast, and it's very, very limited in how many we have. We are not providing glasses for schools, church groups, whole classes full of people. We're not equipped to supply groups with packs of glasses. We just didn't get that many. So here's our programs. In Pass Christian, the Experience the Solar Eclipse Family Program is happening on Saturday, March 30th at 10 a.m. And then at Pass Christian, Orange Grove, and Margaret Sherry on April 3rd, there will be solar eclipse story times, and those are the days where we're going to start passing out those glasses. If you have any questions about programming for the solar eclipse or for summer reading, please ask your youth services librarian first. And if there's something that the two of you can't figure out, then do not hesitate to call me. I am at extension 110. Thank you and have a great summer.